The League community makes me not want to play League of Legends sometimes. Like, seriously. Like, that kind of experience on League is, like, the worst. It's like, it's just like, dude, what is wrong with you? Like, what is physically, mentally wrong with you? Like, just go get therapy. Seriously, what the Like, this is like, okay, you know what, guys? You know what? Honestly, and I truly believe this. Bullies in high school and college and stuff, like, they're the worst shit ever, right? But taking down a bully with bullying that makes them feel bad to the point that they stop bullying is sometimes a necessary thing. I honestly and truly feel like we need to bring back bullying, guys. I feel like we really need to bring back bullying on a large scale. Anyone who, except it's like towards the assholes. If you act like an asshole, you deserve bullying. You literally deserve bullying. You deserve to be put into a locker and slapped for stupid ass behavior. It's like that one kid. Dude, who's that one kid on TikTok who's like the biggest and he like walks around with security? So anyone who's like, and he like runs into people in the mall and shit, and then like his security is like, oh, you want to go? And then no one wants to go because he's a little like 5 foot tall twerp with like a 7 foot tall black dude as his security. That kid needs to be thrown in jail and slapped. Like, he needs to be literally slapped. He needs this slapped out of him. It's the same energy as that MF. And only bully people because they're insecure at themselves, so they self-project themselves on others. Exactly, Daily Drake. That is why they themselves deserve the bullying. That is why, like, someone asked me, like, Corgi, why do you yell at people on Twitter? It's like, it's not like it's going to convince them. I'm like, no, it's not going to convince them, but I want them to feel bad. I want them to literally think about how much someone, how much everyone on the internet knows that they're an idiot. And I want to point it out so that it's so blatant. I want them to realize that they should feel shame. We have come to the time on the internet where we've run out of shame. People on the internet, on Twitter, on anything anonymous, on League of Legends, whatever, they don't feel shame anymore, man. Like, no one feels shame. You have to shame people. Like, honestly, I feel like shame is a necessary human experience. If you don't feel any shame whatsoever, you're just gonna act like an asshole and feel like you're the center of the universe and that there's no one around you, and it's sheer sociopathic behavior. We need to have, exactly, we need to have shame back on the internet. And that is why I yell at people on Twitter. That is, that in a nutshell is why I yell at people on Twitter. Because they need to feel shame. And being part of the League community means I'm inadvertently, as much as I hate it, part of League Twitter as well. And League Twitter is like the most shameless pieces of ever. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly, Wade. People have gotten used to saying, thinking, and acting without any repercussions whatsoever. People have no shame for anything big or small anymore. Like, people have no shame just using slurs on the internet. Dude, oh my god. Hold on. Are we gonna start with something else? With just chatting on something else? You know what? We're gonna talk about this right now. We're gonna talk about this right now, man. And I'm gonna put the YouTube. This is gonna be great. You know what? We're going ham. We're going ham. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about lack of shame on the internet. I'm not even going to take a break. I'm not even going to think about what I'm going to say. Like, I wasn't even going to talk about this. But we're going in now. We're going in. All right. So, of course, like most issues on the internet these days about people not feeling shame, we're going to be talking about... Now, I do apologize, because there's going to be a lot of ridiculous... Oh, wait, can I not even see the post anymore? Yeah, okay, here we go. So, we're going to talk about some usage of slurs that should have shame put against them. But you know what? People have become so ubiquitous with this shit, they don't even feel shame. And when they post this shit on the internet, everyone is only like, yas, queen, slay. Bitch, you're using slurs on the internet. Look at this shit. This person is saying a slur as my safe word, so he doesn't stop because he can't say it. So he keeps going. And it's like orgasm noise, right? This is orgasm noise. So here's the context. Here's the context. Now, who here does not see something wrong with this? And who here is able to see something wrong with this? Unfortunately for me, with this conversation, you guys are all very smart. And you guys are all very with it people. And this is good. And you guys are obviously seeing something wrong with this, right? So you're seeing something wrong with this. And so, you know, I just point out, slurs ain't cute. First of all, dude, look at this stupid shit. This fucking idiot puts a slur on the internet, talks about how cute it is. Dude, it's like the same energy as those women who are like, mentally ill girlfriend, handshake emote, boyfriend who supports her when he's getting like slapped or something like that. Like, I've literally seen this exact post. And you're like, bitch, do you not feel shame? Like, this isn't cute. Mental illness isn't cute. Using slurs isn't cute. Getting internet likes for this shit is not cute. I am sorry. I am sorry. You were not bullied enough as a child. You were not slapped by your mom for saying something dumb as a child. Enough. You were not told by your parents that what you're doing is wrong. What you're doing is regressive for your entire race in this instance as a child. Like, being like, dude, your mom and dad did not come over from whatever country they came from. Mine came from Pakistan, for example. Worked their asses off, gave you a privileged upbringing just to have you make slurs more popular against them. What the absolute fuck is wrong with you? Sin Riri, you need to get help. And all the people that tried to call me out. So this person, dude, I don't care that you're Mexican. Sure, you can use the slur in private life. That's fine. I mean, that's not cool, but whatever. Like, that is fine. But you're still putting it on the internet for internet likes. Being like, oh, I'm cute, do this because, oh man, look at this. Dude, this person would be the same person who talks about, like, you know, a bad usage of the slur that she herself has just popularized on social media, thinking there would be no repercussions. And at some point, someone will say it that does not do it in the right context. And guess what? Guess what? You made the problem worse, you stupid ass idiot. And every single person here that is white knighting, trying to be like, oh, she's a cute girl on the internet, so I can agree with anything she'll say, even if it's completely erroneous, completely reductive, completely fucking wrong. This is why people have no shame. This is why this person felt like it was okay. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then they completely don't even have fucking common sense here. Like, she's like, oh, I don't know, being called Little Bean as a Latina is pretty cute, depending on who is saying it. Yeah, but and then I point out, one of these is not the slur. Like, the usage of the word that you use is not a slur. You're saying it ubiquitously. You're not even understanding the conversation. Why are you fucking talking? You're not even getting the information right. Dude, social media is full of people that never passed college English, thinking that they can understand in a conversation about English, putting their terms in, thinking that they're adding something to the conversation, and just making the world a little bit more foggy, while they're basically legitimizing the usage of, in this case, slurs. It's stupid. It's absolutely bananas. So yeah, slurs ain't cute. Using slurs ain't cute. And trying to popularize them isn't cute. And the league community is full of this shit. The league community is full of this shit. That is in the big level. That is in the big level. Now, the small level is that game that I just had. I tell you what, that MF tried to, basically do something that they thought was, haha, I'm with my duo. I'm being so funny right now. I'm going to make sure that this jungler on my team gets stream sniped because I feel no shame. And I had to literally put on my carry pants. Our entire team had to work 40 times harder to make that game work just because that one idiot felt no fucking shame. People need shame on the internet these days. And this is my way of bringing it back, even in a small way. So I will spend every single time I get, every time I see stupid shit like this, I'm going to call you out. Every time you post something stupid on Twitter and I see it, I'm calling your ass out. I'm going to point out how dumb you are. You know why? Because you're going to feel at some level some small form of shame. Guess what? Even though she got defended by all these idiots that are in the League community, dude, the League community, oh my God, here's another thing the League community feels no shame about. Dude, only in the League community that I've seen has someone been like the most openly racist, Nazi, pedophile, terrible, slur-using human being. And they're popular, so you'll see them post something random on Twitter that is reprehensible, and everyone under him is saying, oh, he's still my goat, or oh my God, there goes my goat. What the fuck is wrong with all you people? First of all, what is wrong with a person, being the actual fucking Nazi, racist, whatever? And then what is wrong with all the people defending them? Like, dude, what? This is why no one likes the League community. They feel no shame. There's no shame on this quarter of the internet anymore. Like, what happened to this fucking game? What? It's like, oh my God, it is absolutely ridiculous. They need better goats? No, they need to understand what a goat is as well. They don't even know what a goat is. They don't know what the greatest of all time is. The greatest of all time used to be shared for like a term for the actual, like a LeBron James, an Eminem, a Muhammad Ali. People who actually, worked hard, kicked ass, stood for something. Now they don't. Now people just ubiquitously use the term GOAT for the worst of humanity just because they're popular. Social media has absolutely wrecked this fucking generational society of all of these people, and it's always people under the age of 26. It's always people that are like super young and absolutely idiotic, and they're the ones that lack the most shame. More like anti-social media. Yeah, I mean, well, they grew up in a season of anti-social media. They grew up in and their entire childhood was feeling no shame. So shocker that now, I mean, to be fair, I wasn't on TikTok. Maybe this was on TikTok like 4 years ago. I'm not on fucking TikTok because I can't stand that shit. And now I'm seeing it on Twitter, and I'm dealing with it every time I see it. But this is why I'm dealing with it. This is why I'm making this rant. So I hope you guys enjoy this rant, because I'm absolutely tired of it. And every single time I see it, I'm going to call it out. I'm sorry. If you don't like this, don't follow me on Twitter. Very rarely do I go on a rant like this on stream, but I will do it all the time on Twitter. So that is basically all the shit I do on Twitter. Twitter's a shithole anyways. Yeah, Twitter's a shithole. You know why though, miss? Because no one else calls this shit out. Like, I barely see people calling out bad behavior. I only see people joining in the behavior. And this is why it is important to bring back bullying of absolute trash tier, slur using, just, the worst level of behavior. I feel like it is a personal responsibility to call that shit out and bully them as hard as possible. Bring back bullying. That is the platform that I'm standing for, and I'm running for president of the United States. No, I'm kidding. There we go. That was my entire rant, guys. That was my entire rant. Yeah, bring back bullying 2024. Yeah, Novell, I just had an entire rage-filled rant right now. You have no idea how cathartic that was, guys. Men's mental health is important, and a big part of men's mental health is letting things out in a healthy manner. A very, very strongly worded rant. There we go. There we go. Feel better? Oh, God, yes. Yeah. Novell, do you know what caused this? You know what? You want the funniest part? Guess what caused this entire rant, Novell? Guess what caused this entire rant? An ADC player on my team caused this rant. A fucking ADC. Yes, Sans, you're my actual GOAT. You're one of the sweetest human beings on the planet. That's why you're a GOAT. That is why. Literally, that is why. People that are good people are my GOATs. Pecan Pie is a sweet human being. She was like one of the people on. She saw that like everyone was trying to pile on. And she's like, actually, no, this guy is really cool, and you should really understand that he's like, you know, a decent human being, and he cares about people being decent to each other. And I was like, thank you, Pecan Pie. She's the fucking GOAT. She's an actual GOAT. But yeah, Novell, this was literally caused by an ADC player being a piece of shit. They tried to get me stream snipe. So they died 3 times in lane, decided to completely giga tilt, started running it down, and then in all chat told everyone to come to my stream and stream snipe. And I'm the jungler. Basically making the entire game 5 times harder for every single one of us. And probably 10 times harder for me as the jungler, because positioning matters so much. Free advertising, nice. That's what they were trying to say. But it was like, dude, they were doing it in such a negative manner. I did report, for sure, Jezikaru. But I wanted to win the game first, and we won the game. And then they had the gall. They had the gall to come in here and act like, oh, you're being so mad. Bitch, I am mad. I had to work 10 times harder to fucking carry your dumb ass. What is wrong with you? And then the Morgana revealed. The Morgana was like giga good and like super, super hard carried as well. And they're like, yeah, that is my duo. And I'm like, yeah, you should talk to your duo. Have them feel some fucking shame. And then we went into a talk about shame and lack of shame on the internet, Novell. So that's the entire reason that I had this entire rant. And you know what, though, guys? I'm gonna make this into a YouTube video. I'm gonna tell my editor to grab this clip, make it into a YouTube video. This entire fucking rant. I'm gonna post this shit on Twitter, and I'm gonna at those stupid people that are using slurs for fun, trying to act like it's a cute thing. So stupid. So stupid. The League, this is why no one likes the League community. This is why League is shrinking. League is shrinking because people are tired of this shit. They're tired of going into a game and dealing with this level of toxicity. They're tired of like playing, you know, a game that they love in a world that they love, going on Twitter and seeing, like, you know, a straight up pedophile talking about being a pedophile, and people under them, because they're a popular League streamer, going like, that's my GOAT right there. No one likes to see this shit. No normal person likes to see this shit. And it's a turnoff to any normal human being on the planet. That is one reason I'm playing less League, because the community is absolutely fucked. It's absolutely fucked. I'm on a one-man crusade to make it a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Just slightly better. That is the only reason I play League. I love the game, and I want to make every game experience just slightly better. If I can. Never tilt, never tilt. I never tilt. Like, I still won the game, Anorexic. Like, I ended up the game like 10-6. 10-6-13 with like Soul and two Barons and like so many objectives. Because even though I was being stream sniped, I just outplayed it. I just absolutely hard outplayed it. But man, I had to outplay it. What if you just get more people to join the community? Yeah, exactly, Julian. Like, this is why I never really boycott things, Julian. I never really boycott things because I don't really sometimes boycotts can work, right? Certain things like NFTs, that is an example of boycotts working. But a lot of times, I don't think boycotts do anything but really harm the movement. A lot of times, like, do you remember when there was it was like a stance of streamers against hate raids, racist hate raids. particularly targeted towards black streamers. But I got like a bunch of hate raids too. So it was kind of like just if you're not white, you were gonna get some kind of hate raid. This was a big thing 3 years ago. This was a big thing 3 years ago. A little bit of history lesson. There was a day on Twitter, and Twitter people on the Twitter Twitch community, just like the Twitter League community, is full of absolute idiots. Even sometimes well-meaning idiots, but a lot of them are dumb. The vast majority of people on Twitter, in the Twitch Twitter community, at least the ones that are active, are dumb. I feel like it's a silent majority that is like decent, you know. But they don't type. They're just observers, and they don't really enter in the conversation. That's the unfortunate part of decent people. A lot of them are quiet. A lot of people don't want to enter into this stuff, which is totally fair, and I absolutely get it. The problem is, what rises to the top on social media is active people, and a lot of people who are reprehensible are more active. They're just more sociopathic, so they want to post more, they want to talk more. They're attention whores, and a lot of people on Twitch are attention whores. There's a little bit of ego that every streamer has to have, because you have to be like, oh, people want to watch me, and that is why I'm going to go live right now. And ego is not inherently a bad thing. Too much is bad. But with streamers, you see it more often because you have to have a baseline of ego to even press the going live button. And yeah, I'm an attention whore. I mean, that's why I press going live. Like, it is what it is. Like, that, it really is what it is. Every streamer has to have a base level of ego. Cat for Senator, I would never run in actual politics. I would never win in actual politics. You know why? Because I make too much sense. And no one in politics should make sense at this point. Because if you make sense, you're going to be shot. If you make actual sense, you either never win, and if you win, you're killed. You always dress business casual for streams? I do, my friend. I work in business every single day of my life. So I work every day and I stream every night. This is not my full-time gig. This is just something I do for relaxation. That is why I'm dressed up. If you enjoy the vibes, my friend, drop a follow. Welcome to the Corey Crew. We love to make new friends in here. And sometimes we have some just chatting rants like we are right now. But we also do a ton of awesome games. We do League, open worlds, RPGs, horror, strategy, survival, roguelikes, platforms, narratives. You name it, my friends, we play it all. Jezukaru, I literally wrote smut from middle school through college and got paid for it. There's no way I'm winning any race. Some fucking dude would find that shit. Like, I don't even have my files anymore for it. But some asshole would find it if I'm ever running for actual office. Straight up. Straight up. Where can I find this? Hey, I'm sure if you're able to detective enough, you might be able to find it. Yeah. Noosh knows where the skeletons are buried. Exactly. About the stream sniper? No, I'm not gonna give them any more time. But what was I saying? I was saying something. Oh yeah. About how shit rises to the top in Twitter and League Twitter. So, and how I don't believe in self silencing and certain levels of various ways of self silencing as a stance. In terms of like a civil disobedience. No, I think in order to be really civil disobedient, generally you have to be loud. You have to be loud and obnoxious. So, going back, there was a day on the internet where everyone on the internet on Twitch, Twitter, so to speak, the Twitch corner of Twitter, streamer Twitter, I think is what they call it, streamer Twitter. They said that you should black out your profile picture and not go live. And that was the entire thing. And it was like 24 hours. Everyone just doesn't go live and just has a profile picture of a black screen. And I pointed out that, first of all, before anything else, do you know how expensive it is to stream for Amazon and Twitch? If everyone went live and just had like the stance of hate raids are bad, here's why, This is an important stance, blah, 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 blah. And just posted that and streamed all to like 0, 2, or 1 or 3 people, it would cost Twitch more money than it is to not go live. Not going live is just silencing yourself and acting like they're, acting like people will listen. People who are streamers aren't even on streamer Twitter. Like, I'm barely part of streamer Twitter because I am kind of forced to be, because I'm just too loud for my own good. But the vast majority of people are not. The vast majority of Twitch people are not even on Twitter, and they're not even active on Twitter if they are on Twitter. All they do is just post going live things, and that's it. And that's totally fine. But the other part of it was the situation got even worse because, of course, the Twitter activists decided it was a good idea to attack anyone who is live that day, even if they're literally brown or black. And be like, what are you doing? You're harming my platform. Bitch, I didn't sign up for this. First of all, we didn't even know about this. Second of all, why are you trying to talk for me? I am a brown dude getting hate raids. What is wrong with you? You're literally, like, trying to drown out the conversation. We're actually trying to talk about the hate raid situation, and you're muddling it. It's absolutely ridiculous. But thankfully, that was actually, at least, starting off, it was with a good heart. So it has that baseline a little bit higher of at least they're trying to do something good. Didn't end up working at all. Guess what? Hate rate still kept going. No one really covered it. I think best we got was like a Dexerto article about like, 300 streamers have decided this is a good idea, which is like, shit in the pan. Like it was basically nothing. And hate rates continued until literally there were so many mass reports about hate raids by large streamers. The only time hate raids turned was when large streamers decided to do something about it. When people that are like 1,000 viewer Andys and up, they started getting hate raids. And they complained to Twitch. And finally, Amazon and Twitch decided to do something about it. And then now we deal with relatively few hate raids. Still some here and there, but much, much fewer. And also now we have bots for it and everything like that. So, yeah, I guess I'm just talking about how good people generally stay silent. And that's not a good thing either. It's not healthy. Staying silent is generally not the best way. It's like, dude, oh my God, my parents were alive and around during the civil rights era. At least the later part of the civil rights era. And like they were watching from Pakistan because there were kids in Pakistan at the time. But TV was ubiquitous. They were able to get that feed and everything. So one thing that they never understood, and I share this view, obviously, was all the people that were yelling at Martin Luther King and other civil rights leaders being like, hey, you're being too disruptive with your civil disobedience. Yeah, that's the point. If you're not loud, no one fucking listens. There is no silent way to go about civil disobedience for a good cause. And I think people have forgotten this. I think, honestly, people have forgotten this. Like, a lot of good people, for very good reasons, and they have a good heart, they're like, oh, I don't want to make too big of a wave. Well, if you don't want to make too big of a wave, you're legitimately just doing nothing. You're actually actively hurting your own stance. Even if it's a great stance, you're not actually helping the situation at all. And a lot of times muddling it. I don't know. I feel like people need to remember the lessons of the past. Like, also, people just don't fucking know history anymore. And I think this is a big issue with why people repeat these mistakes over and over and over again. You just start a podcast? I don't have any time, Chesakaru. Okay, I have a podcast. It's called twitch.tv/Capcorn. There you go. Making big waves is how you bring the fortress down. Yeah, exactly. Hey, you know what else, Moondrakes, to go along with the analogy? Have you ever seen a trickle of water go down a mountain? Even the trickle of water, if it's consistent enough, starts to wear down the mountain. That is exactly what erosion is. It's in science. A stream of water even if small, if it's constant enough and keeps going for years and years and years and years, wears down the mountain. If that isn't an analogy for how important it is to actually consistently speak up and do good, not just be silent about the bad, but legitimately be loud about the good, I don't know what is. There you go. We have 2 rants for YouTube now. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Now I take a first bathroom break, and then we start my actual just chatting that I had planned, talking about the upcoming first worst game of 2024. Be right back, guys. It's going to be a banger. We're going to have some fun. Thank you for listening to my rage-fueled rant. It was very cathartic, and now we're going to have some actual fun.